Spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ episode 118. Happy Monday if you're listening. Happy Tuesday if you're watching, or whenever you're watching. I hope you're having a good time and a nice ass day. Bro, it's been a really cool week. Last week was really hard. We got adversity, real easy. Get that shit taken care of. It's Monday today, as of recording right now, and it's new, but it's a bunch of new possibilities, a bunch of new things you got to do. And whatever it is you got to do, just lock in, focus, remember who the fuck you are, and it'll get done. It's as simple as that. All you got to do is keep it simple to yourself. Don't worry about nothing anybody else has got going on, as long as you got you and you got those that thing in your chest that beats that stuff. What's that shit called? Blood. As long as you got that, you're alive. And when you're alive, you still got a fighting chance. So don't feel discouraged. It's Monday. I know you get I think we're getting an hour less of sleep now, or at least pretty soon that shit's coming up. So you got it. You got this going. So that's really my only word of advice to you. So something that happened over the weekend that I didn't expect. I released that podcast, Raining in the West, last week, and I uploaded one of the clips talking about Willie D and his nonsense shenanigans about how he said Kanye's mother committed suicide instead of actually wanting to be there for her son, which is, absolutely blasphemous. But I covered it. I posted it on TikTok, and it actually caught a lot of traction. So much traction that I gained over the amount of followers I need to stream. So this is my first time streaming on TikTok as of right now, which is pretty fucking cool. But it's such a weird fucking app, such a powerful app for no reason. It's really sick. So shout out to you guys. You guys kick a lot of ass. I can't believe that happened. Fucking almost 500K views. My followers, the likes, all of that shit jumped up to the sky, which is really cool because it's cool to see where progress will actually take you. So something that I actually did want to talk about really quick, because I don't want to keep talking about this fucking guy, because he has his own life to live. He does his own thing. He obviously beats the own sound of his drum. So let me just real quick, last thing I'm going to talk about Kanye, and then we can move on until he decides to drop Donda 2, because I'm listening to that. The dude is, I think he's cool now. He's not posting anymore. I think his account is unlocked on Twitter. I think he's relatively fine. He's in the care of a family member, or at least somebody fucking got him, because he's not saying shit no more. So he's fine. We don't got to worry about him coming out of the woodwork saying anything crazy. But you never know. Keep your head on a fucking swivel when it comes to Kanye, because you never fucking know when he's gonna pop out and say something stupid. But he's cool. That's nice. Happy to hear that he's good, I guess. But again, man, I'm fucking shocked. I can't believe that thing popped off that fucking fast. I woke up in the morning on Friday when I seen it. It had 762 views, and I'm like, all right, that's good progress. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, okay, 99 comments. Oh my God, I'm getting flamed or something. What? Did I get fucking exposed? Did somebody find one of my fucking pornos or something? Fuck, I got my nudes leaked. What's happening? And I go on there, and it's 38K views. I'm like, oh shit. I start screaming. I'm like, man, what? I go outside, I clean my car, I go about my day. I had a busy nice fucking Saturday. Went to Oktoberfest, had a few beers. It's fucking lovely. It was tremendous. Hope to see you. I think I seen a few of you there. But did that. After I'm done cleaning my car, it's sitting at 100K. And now I'm wondering what the fuck is actually going on, because it's tripping me out how it keeps jumping and jumping. An hour goes by, 200K. Jumps, keep going. You go throughout your whole day. It's Saturday night now, 350. I'm like, what the fuck? What's happening here? And then I go to I go again. I look again, and then on Sunday when it was finally starting to slow down, it was sitting at 495K. Jesus Christ, what the fuck, man? So because of that, we're able to. The whole goal was to get 1,000 followers so I can stream and do more on TikTok. That was the goal. And I got that, and I got that with that post, which was pretty nuts. Anyway, so you guys don't You guys don't mind if I talk if I start acting like a fiend, right, for football? You don't mind if I start scratching my neck and fucking give me the good shit, man? You don't mind? All right, good. So, the New York Jets, the New York Football Jets, bro, went to Lambeau Field and made Aaron Rodgers and every Lambeau fan look fucking stupid with those ugly ass green and like bright orange, puke orange, or yellow, whatever the fuck color that is, dog. Outfit, the 1950s one, made them look embarrassing. And that's always been the running joke with the Packers this like so far in the season, right? Is they can't go over the top. They can't do anything besides like dink and dunk you to death. And their defense is, despite being heavily invested in, they can't do anything, which is nuts because their defense was really, really fucking good last year. But all of a sudden it's trash. Where does that leave us? So everybody's going to want to blame Matt LaFleur because he's the coach, and then everyone's going to want to blame Aaron, obviously, because he's one of the greatest quarterbacks in the league right now. 2-time MVP, Super Bowl winner, all of these accolades, blah, 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 blah. We already know. We don't need to suck this guy's dick anymore. But the thing that's always going to come back to me, right, is the decision-making that happens in the offseason. What happens there will determine, like, how your season goes. Like, that's just how it is. The Rams, they bought a Super Bowl. They spent a shit ton of money getting a bunch of free agents. Andrew Whitworth came out of retirement to play. Von Miller wanted to play. They had Odell Beckham. He wanted to play. Cam Akers. They didn't pay for him, but Guy, no one talks about that. He recovered from an ACL tear in 6 months. How the fuck do you do that? 6 months, an ACL tear, and this guy's just okay? No, that's crazy. So he's good. And they go to the Super Bowl, they win, and then now Von Miller's gone. Beckham is, I'm pretty sure he's not going to play there anymore. And Whitworth is gone. Their offensive line is just riddled with injury. It seems like they can't, if the team has a good pass rush or even like a competent defense, they're not going to win. Just bracket Cooper Kupp, and then everybody else is fucking whatever, I guess. So they bought a Super Bowl with all of their draft picks, which is fine. I think it was fucking worth it. They could suck for the next 2 years. They won a Super Bowl. They won the fucking Super Bowl. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fuck, I guess. Now, obviously, they want to keep winning, which is why a lot of the frustration is happening right now with them. But what I'm saying with the Packers is in the offseason, I think we all knew, like when Devontae Adams left, it's like, well, that's literally 80% of your offense. And then they traded Zadarius Smith. It's like, okay, so you're going to get rid of one of the core leaders in that locker room. Like, that's not smart. You know, you can't keep everybody, but I feel like I would have kept Z and got rid of Preston only because Z was way more consistent in terms of pass rushing. But they didn't want to take that chance because he got a back injury. Bro is doing really good for the Vikings, by the way. So I hope they feel stupid about that. But I digress. You need a wide receiver. Like, that was just something that was a desperate need for them, right? So what the fuck did they do? They get Sammy Watkins. Yeah, Sammy Watkins, the guy that can't stay healthy for more than 4 games. And guess where he is? On IR. Like, did you really think he was going to play a whole season? Fuck no. Week 1, week 2, Sammy Watkins, gas. That motherfucker, he still got it. He's still a 4th overall pick. Guy is still good. He just, I don't know what it is about him. It's just his body broke down at the wrong time, or he didn't take too care of his body in the beginning of his season or the beginning of his career. And now it's like he's playing catch up with it. I don't know what it is. I don't know why he always has these upcoming residual injuries that are always the same. It's always his hamstring, or it's his pec, or it's fucking both of his hamstrings, or I don't know, man, his fucking toe. His baby mama's calling him, telling him he needs milk. Like, whatever the fuck is going on with that guy, it's always something. And that's the thing that I don't really get about him. So you got that guy knowing his history. Then you got Christian Watson. Christian Watson is actually like really, he's a pretty dynamic player if you give him a shot. He dropped one pass the very first play of the Vikings game in week 1, and they just never went over the top with him again. They just give him the ball on jet sweeps. They don't even throw it to him down the field. Aaron doesn't trust him that much, and that's where the problem is. Right there. Like, that's where the bullshit starts, right? If you're not even willing to give somebody a shot, then what the fuck did you get him for? Why'd you get him? You spent both of your first round picks on defense, and one of the guys is a rotational pick and the other dude is pretty good. But if you're just going to develop a D lineman, why would you? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like you should have just got the wideout, whoever the fuck it was, and then find a D lineman or an O lineman in the later rounds. But they got a really good deal for Devontae Wyatt, so I'm not too pressed about it, but it's not looking good. Romeo Doubs is cool, but he can't do it alone. Can't do it all. Alan Lazard is good, can't do it all. Randall Cobb is good, can't do it all. Like, it's really fucking. And then oh my God, the Packers running game is so good too, and they don't run the ball. You know who did run the ball? The Jets. Them motherfuckers came to play. Robert, when they played him, I called it, like, as somebody that roots for the Packers the majority of the time, straight up fan. I knew that game was, I didn't know it was going to be that one-sided, but I knew the Packers were going to lose. Robert Saleh was the defensive coordinator for the 49ers in 2019 when they won that NFC Championship game in Santa Clara. He was the one that put together that defensive scheme that just ruined Aaron's life, and he ran that same thing. He did a mixture of what Tampa did in the NFC Championship game in 2020 and what they did in 2019. Just rush for. You show a few mug pressures, but you're rushing for, like, most of the time. You mix it up, and then on the back end, everybody's covering. You got two really, really good corners. Your safeties are great. Your linebackers are good. Everybody's ready to hunt, and they didn't run the ball enough. The Packers didn't run the ball. Didn't really throw the ball. Didn't really do anything. Our offensive linemen, they got replaced with a bunch of marshmallow men. It was crazy. Like, nobody was doing their fucking job. It was insane, bro. And, and that's the thing. Since Green Bay is such a legendary organization, everybody's going to want to point the finger and say, like, who needs to get fired? Who should be paying for this? Because there's no reason why the Packers should be. It's like, bro, they lost 80% of their offense in the offseason with one guy just bye, off to fucking Las Vegas. That was 80% of their offense. So they can't go over the top anymore, or at least they're not trying to. Let's put it that way, because they have two dudes that can really do it, and when both of those guys were active, they weren't even fucking doing it to begin with. So it's like, I guess, sure, fine. So who is to blame? It's lack of personnel. It's not Matt LaFleur. I mean, maybe it might be, but it's not Aaron. It's just the dudes on offense. There's too many new guys on offense, and you're holding them to the expectation of where they were last year. And it's not that they know, like, Romeo's not going to be Devontae overnight. They know Christian's not going to be Devontae overnight. They know that. This is all information that we've been saying since the beginning of the fucking season. The problem is how they're not being consistent with the ball, with, timing or knowing the play. And that's perfectly fine too. But because they should have factored that into their game plan, why the fuck are you going to get, like, if you're going to add a veteran to that room, why would it be Sammy Watkins? Bro cannot stay healthy for his life. Why would you get him? Anybody else? Trade for a guy. Anyone else, bro. Anyone else. But anyway, the fucking Chiefs and the Bills, those are the two best quarterbacks in the NFL right now. That is fucking good football. Amazing win for the Bills. That was crazy. The game plan they came in was good. It was simple. It was great. I didn't get to watch that game through and through. I watched like the first half, and then the second half I didn't get to watch. But Patrick Mahomes, god damn, Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen, those are going to be the new, like, Tom Brady. That's the new Tom Brady, Peyton Manning type shit right there. Both of those dudes are so dynamic. And Andy Reid, I don't know what the Bills head coach's name is, but I know why is it slipping me right now? Not sure what it is, but he's obviously a fucking monster. And Von Miller going crazy. I cannot believe the Bills won that game because the Chiefs, what they're known for is coming back from a deficit, and they had them pretty pinned in the first half of the game. So for the Bills to pull that one out in Arrowhead was good shit, man. Eagles are still the best team in the NFL. Just checking to see if y'all still them boys. I got any Cowboys fans in chat, bro? Dude, the Cowboys are a good team. Wow, I didn't think I'd be able to say that. Motherfucker's got a pass rush. That's crazy. Micah Parsons, bro. Oh my fucking God, huh? Look at that guy. That guy is crazy. You know who else is really good? Saquon Barkley. Great football players. On Sunday, there was a lot of shit football, like the Jets and the Jets-Packers game was shit football. The Bears-Commanders was shit football, just two wet noodle-ass teams. The Geno Smith dealing in Seattle, huh? He's better than expected, but again, like wasn't Geno Smith the second round pick? We already knew he was good. He just needed an opportunity, and he got it. And look at him, Baba Booey, making Kyler Murray look like a little boy. He's out here trying to scamper around that fucking cartoon. That's every time Kyler Murray runs, bro. That's all I hear. It's just that fucking cartoon ass just running sound. And good football team, man. The NFC West, still a good conference. The 49ers lost to the Falcons. Couldn't believe that. I mean, they got a lot of high power shit on offense for the Falcons. They always do. The Falcons will stay having good offensive pieces, but I don't know, like they'll just come up short in games that they're predicted not to win, and then the games that they're supposed to win, they always just fucking disappoint. Like it'll be 21-3, and they'll somehow just fucking lose to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, and then wonder, oh, what happened? No. Like, I don't know what happened. I guess we're just gonna have to go back to the drawing board and never go to the fucking playoffs again. And then yeah, the Bengals played the Saints. Who won that game? The Saints. The Saints did. Cool. That team is doing a lot better than expected too. The Saints are actually a little better than advertised this year, given the fact that they have to use Jameis Winston as a quarterback. The Jameis Winston, what is his name, bro? The white boy that's really good at football, super athletic, him too. And then Alvin Kamara, Chris Olave, that's a guy that the Packers could have got. Chris Olave, they actually talked to him before they were talking to him when you can go like look at someone's combine. And it seemed like they were interested in getting him. Didn't get him though. What are you gonna do? So yeah, the losers of this week, Victory Monday. Like if your NFL team won, congratulations. It must feel good. I would imagine that all of the teams that lost are having like really big sit downs today, like because it's we're going to go into week 7 this upcoming week, and a lot of adjustments have to be made for a lot of teams. And if you're not willing to make those adjustments now, the rest of the season is not going to be fucking good for you. So I'm going to assume that everybody's going to want to put their best foot forward on this one and genuinely like come together and think, where can we get better? What the fuck have we been doing wrong? Why are teams attacking us this way? And what can we do to make sure that we can not only do better as a football team and maintain that standard, but actually like win games? There's a few teams in the league that are doing that right now. The Packers are like number one, obviously, coming off of three back-to-back 13 win seasons. They got to figure something out. The fucking Giants are 5-1. What the fuck? Anyway, who's another team that's the Commanders? But I mean, I never really thought that the Commanders were going to do all that good anyway. I feel like the Cardinals are in that spot too. They're what? 2-3? 2-3 right now? 2-3, 3-3, 2-4. I think they're 2-4. they have everything on offense that would make a good attack. The guys that they traded away weren't necessarily like core contributors to their offense anyway. Kenyon Drake, Christian Kirk, those guys are gone, but their offense is still really good. They got Marquise Brown. They've always had a good running game. Their offensive line is solid. Good dudes on the perimeter. Kyler fucking Murray, Cliff Kingsbury as the offensive coordinator. And it's interesting to hear that people aren't really big on him anymore either. They think that he should, they're thinking, or like media standpoint, like I don't know about anybody in the office. I ain't got no connects like that. Not yet, at least. I don't have any connects in the NFL. Not yet. Not yet. At least we're getting there. Just hang on with me. We're getting there. But as far as Cliff Kingsbury goes, I think he schemes the game right. Like he'll get dudes open. He knows the strengths and weaknesses of Kyler. He knows what their offensive line can do. He knows how to go down the football field with what he has because he's got a lot at his disposal. I think the issue is they're looking at the film from last year and what the 49ers, not the 49ers, the Rams. What the Rams did to them in the wild card weekend. And they used that as a blueprint for how to strike that team down. And so far it's been working pretty well. Keep him in the pocket, bracket his main targets, make sure that he can't throw down the field because the motherfucker's got an arm. When they get DeAndre Campbell, D-Hop, when they get D-Hop back, their offense is going to go from like subpar to really good in the blink of an eye. So, we don't have to worry too much about them. I would say the one team that you should really like keep an eye on and bet on, because I'm in a state where I can't really bet on games good because I'd be making dummy money if I could bet like real cash on NFL games. I'd be goddamn, I'd be in the money. But California, vote yes on vote no on Prop 29. Prop or something. I fuck. What if I said the wrong prop, bro? And it's like the fucking dialysis one. No, whatever one is saying that you should vote in California, vote on that one. Say yes because we want our money. But if you are in a state that can bet football games, personally, like if I'm just gonna give you a word of advice, the team that's usually not scoring a lot of points is usually the team that you shouldn't bet on. Box scores don't count, even though like they're important to show like what the team is capable of, and you can cover the spread when you look at a box score. When it comes to just winning and losing, the team that doesn't put up points is usually the team you don't want to put your money on. Like that's why I bet on the Jets, right? They have guys they have 14? They had 8 receivers that have over 50 yards or some shit. They're throwing the ball to guys, which is, that's obviously going to help. They have Breece Hall. They're really good running back. Their offensive line is pretty good. Their defense is getting after people. We already knew that was going to happen though. So going into that game, I'm like, the Packers defense is good. Their special teams is good. Their offense is trash. So there's no way that they're going to win this game. If their offense was even a little competent, I would have been like, worst case scenario, it's like 23-23 fourth quarter. Packers score a touchdown. They win 30-23, game over. But because they haven't been scoring, it's like they're allergic to touchdowns or something. So gone. Can't do anything about it. And that's my I guess that's I'm done. No more football. No more football. Most of you don't come here for football, but I had to get that off my chest today. Felt good, bitch. So eat my ass. Dude, do you have that? Speaking of ass, do any of you have that one person in your life that's just constantly on that Perk 30 walk combo? Like, let me explain. Like they're just okay, it's Monday. It's Monday morning. What time is it right now? It's 9:26 a.m. as of recording of this and as of me streaming on TikTok right now. And there is this, like one of my neighbors, I kid you fucking not, this guy will cause the most noise starting from like 4 a.m. 4 a.m. he has to drag this heavy ass beach chair onto his concrete driveway. I swear to Christ, I'm not kidding. He does this at least 4 times a week, and he'll wake me up every time. It's like the sound, the sound of heavy metal scraping against concrete at 4:30 a.m. It's like, oh, the fuck? Like, and then you wake, I roll down my window and I'm like, is this fucking guy serious? And I see him and he's fucking just dragging the shit along. And I'm like, bro, you're not, what's happening, bro? You all right? That fucking perky got him hot in his house. He had to go outside and lay down or something, bro, in the cool air. And then I'm not kidding when I say this shit, man. Like, he'll go outside, he'll roll that shit out, and then he'll get blankets and he'll just sleep out there. Live your best life, but you gotta drag it, Duke. You gotta drag that motherfucker out. Come on, man. Like, people are trying to sleep. Your parents in the house trying to sleep. He lives in between. On the left, it's the house on the left is a nice family, and then the house on the right is a elderly married couple, and then you have me across the street, and then on the side of us is another like elderly married couple, and then on the side of on my right side is another like beautiful family or whatever. So everybody can hear this shit. The neighborhood is always quiet. So if somebody's making just the bit amount of noise that's a little too loud, we all hear it. Like, sometimes we'll get lucky. Like, drama will happen in the fucking city, or drama will happen in the area, and you'll just hear that shit like it's clear as day. Like, I was taking a shower once and I hear this girl saying, "Fuck you, nigga." Fuck you, nigga, your dick's small. I can't believe you cheated on me with that bitch. I should have never let you hit again. And he was like, why are you talking so loud? And he's like, because you a bitch, you a hoe. I'm like, get him, sis. Like, if he's really being a hoe at 6:30 a.m., then I guess you do deserve to yell at him. Or when I first moved, I told this story a long time ago, but goddamn, it still has a lasting impression on me. And my head is like permanently on a swivel because of it. When I first moved into this house, outside my window, it was 2 a.m., dead asleep. I hear like really, the sound of loud music in a car. It's right outside my window. And I'm like, okay, that's normal. And I hear a guy like yelling and I'm like, okay, that's, I guess I just got done. I lived in the hood for like 6 years, came to this area. So I'm pretty used to hearing like wild shit all the time, or whatever the fuck is going on. And, it's like, okay, I'm just going to go back to sleep. He's not really, none's really happening. And then I hear the car door open. And then when the car door opens, like all of that sound is now like outside. So I hear him like screaming at somebody. And then I hear a bunch of like someone getting smacked. And then I hear a woman screaming at the top of her fucking lungs. And now I'm like, okay. And then now I'm fully awake and I run to my window and this guy is beating this woman's ass. Like, and it was the craziest fucking thing because it's like, how did this escalate? Why in front of my house? Like right in front of my Escalade outside and shit. I'm like, fuck is going on here? So I look outside. I'm like, you piece of shit. Fuck you, bitch. And then he hears me. I don't know how or why he would have thought that he would have gotten away with that. Like, first of all, there's absolutely no discretion with what you're doing whatsoever. We heard all that shit. There's no way I was the only person that he woke up. I heard everything the moment he pulled up. Like, I heard his car smash into the driveway. Don't know why he's in my driveway. Like, right, like he's blocking my driveway. Like, I don't know why he decided to park right there. I can hear that shit. So I heard his, when someone slams on their brakes too fucking hard, heard that, woke up, heard the fucking music. Like, now I'm like sitting up in my bed. And then when he starts yelling, I'm already at my window and he starts beating her and she like drops out of the car. He skirts off and I'm about to I tell her, I'm like, hey, do you want, like, the fuck is going on here? Like, do you want to call the police? Like, what do you want to do? Are you okay? Are you hurt? And before I can even I didn't even get the chance to say all of that. Before all of that happens, she's already running down the street for the car. And I'm just looking in disbelief, like, this guy, like, protecting your abuser is a syndrome, people. It is never okay to let something like that happen. I don't know their story. I don't know who she was. I don't know. Fuck him. That guy. There's no protecting him. That guy's a piece of shit. But I don't know, what's going on in Lil Baby's life. I hope they got it together. I really don't fucking know, because every so often, like relatively often, like they pop out and do something else. Like, not too long ago, the dude that was driving that car, they actually live like relatively close, which is like really fucking scary. But he ran from the end of the street to the end of the other end of the street, and he ran through my lawn. And he just ran. And then the fucking girl, the same girl, I didn't know who the guy was, because off rip, like when I didn't get to see him the night that all that happened, but I knew exactly who the girl looked like, what she looked like. She was chasing right after him. It's like, what the fuck is going on here? Like, as grown ass people, bro, you guys are doing this shit. And then I seen she ran away from him at Eastridge. There's a mall right here on the east side. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, you guys are grown as fuck, still acting like children, man. What? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way. This is why I'm afraid to fall in love, ladies and gentlemen, because of shit like this. If this is what it'll do to you, keep it away from me, please. I can't do it. I'm sorry. There's no fucking shot that I'd be able to handle no bullshit like that. I've been in enough fucked up relationships to know that I don't want another one. May whoever the fuck they believe in, may they be with you. May God be with you. Whoever the hell. Spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ episode 118. These motherfuckers is hoes. Do not let anybody steal your joy. It's Halloween. Spooky, scary skeleton. You see my raven skull right there, my crystals and my lamp. I want to know what you guys are going to be for Halloween. Next episode, I'm probably going to dress up. Just full like costume. I fucking love Halloween. It feels like I'm actually myself. Great fucking season. I hope that you guys have a happy holiday. Have a happy Monday, happy Tuesday, happy week. Get this shit going. Get this shit done. And don't let anybody ever tell you that you can't fucking do it. Yes, you can, bitch. You don't need 1,000 friends. You don't need 100 people letting you know what you can and can't do. You just need a few bad motherfuckers. I'm not saying a lot, just maybe one, maybe two, maybe just yourself. You never know. All you need is that one person. It could be you. It could be your stuffed animal, your hairbrush, whoever, your mama. You just need one person to fucking keep you locked in and to keep you going for what you really want to do. And I promise you'll get it. You just got to put that work in. Spitting fire in the booth, but I'm not a rapper. Purpleroom RecordingZ, bro. I'm Drapion, aka Devon, aka Drapion, whatever you want to call me. It really don't matter. I love both names. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Again, I cannot fucking believe we went a little viral on TikTok and I'm actually able to stream on there now. That's pretty sick. This is my first time ever recording a podcast live. I hope you guys stay safe. I hope you guys are cool. I hope you guys actually like do what you really want to do with your time. And that's all I got to say today. Peace and love. Stay up. Don't let nobody steal your fucking joy. Shut the fuck up. Do the work. No one cares. Work harder. Let's rain. Baby, I'ma catch you not supposed to fall to the end. Can we still be friends? Can we slow down? I won't let anyone in. You'll never see me again. All I was us to the